Hi, welcome to my training called How to Easily Build Passive Income Without Risking Your Time and Money. My name is Michael, and in this training, I'm going to show you how you can easily build passive income yourself by doing stuff that you love and by following your passion. So let's get into it. So let me start with a quote from Warren Buffett. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. This is some powerful stuff. Think about it. We spend most of our life working, and unless something changes, we will spend our life working until we die. So let's make sure this doesn't happen to us. So what you will learn in this training, you will discover how to build your own passive income stream online by leveraging what you already know. I'll show you the steps I took to create my first $250,000 a year passive income stream. And that's without needing any technical skills or being a tech geek. It's not complicated. And it's without risking your time and money on stuff that doesn't work. So who is this for? Well, it's for anyone who has a skill, a hobby, or is passionate about something. It could be cooking, woodworking, hobby models, exercising, anything that you're passionate about. It's for people who want to become independent on their regular 9 to 5 job. It's also designed for people who are just starting out. And for people looking to add an extra revenue stream to live a better life or as an extra protection in today's unpredictable world. So who is this not for? It's not for people who have no value or skill to offer. You have to have something that you're good at or that you're at least passionate about. It's also not for scam artists. The stuff that I'm going to show you actually works, and it can be used for good and for evil. And I only want to work with people who want to do good in this world. It's not for people who like the idea of having a business but don't ever invest in their business or in themselves. It's not for people who are not willing to do the work to actually make something good happen for them. And we don't like know-it-alls. Nobody does. So it's not for people who think they know it all. Now imagine, what would your life look like if you had an extra 10,000 or 20,000 a month coming into your bank account without you having to work so hard to get it? Think about it. It's almost 250,000 a year. And that's all income that would come in mostly on autopilot. What would change in your life? The vacations, the traveling. Think of the free time with your kids and the experiences you can give them. These are the kind of things that will stick with your children forever. If you're like me, you want to live life on your own terms, right? Unfortunately, as is usually the case, earning money sucks up way more time and energy than you want. It's hard work. If you're employed, you are at the mercy of your boss who can fire you or limit how much you can make. And if you run a business, you may be free-ish, but you have traded that freedom for a boatload of stress and uncertainty. And if something doesn't change, you will eventually burn out. Well, the good news is I'm going to show you how anyone can create a passive income stream. It's a lot easier than you think. I'll show you how to do it from the comfort of your living room, how to use what you already know or are passionate about, and I will show you how to do it easily without any complicated technical stuff. And what I'm going to show you works in any niche, so it doesn't matter what you do. Now, why should you hang around? It's not a sales presentation. I'm going to cover an actual strategy and methods showing you how I got to $20,000 a month in passive income just from one single product. If you stick to the end, you will get a copy of my online business blueprint book. It covers all the steps you need to go through to start an online business. Plus, it has links to amazing free resources you can use to create what I'm about to show you. Tens of thousands of people have downloaded the book, and I'm getting raving emails coming back saying thank you for putting this together. I'm going to give you this book at the end of this presentation as a thank you for sticking with me and watching this training. Now tell me, does this sound like you? Are you tired of working too hard but still struggling with money? Are you sick of not being able to spend enough quality time with your children or even having time to rest? Do you sometimes hate your job and wish there was a better way to make a living? Are there things you want to buy or vacations you'd like to go to, but you're unable to afford it? Well, if that's you, I've got awesome news for you. None of those things are your real problem. The problem is you haven't made the essential mental income shifts I'm going to show you. More on those in just a minute. Now, if you implement what I'm about to show you, you will be able to build your own online passive income stream using what you already know. You'll be able to replace the regular 9-to-5 job with something way cooler and way more fun. And you can free up your time for your hobbies, your family, and anything you want. You can pay off your long overdue debts, you can travel the world, and you can finally achieve true freedom and independence. Now, what you need to know is that this is not a rocket science. Anyone can do this. And the problem is that most people don't see the options available to them until it's too late, or sometimes never. My goal is to show you the path to a better, less stressful life. But hey, why should you listen to me anyway? I'm Michael, and for years I've been working way too hard. When I had my 9-to-5 job, it was a struggle for me. My boss wanted me to do things I didn't want to do. Some of my colleagues were weird, but the worst thing was always having to fight with my boss for money. Every time I wanted the raise because I did a good job, it was like going to fight a slippery shark barehanded. And when I decided to start my own web design business, it didn't get much better. I provided a great service, I had plenty of skills, I had a competitive price. Yet for some reason, I always struggled. My cash flow went up and down. Some of my clients were being difficult, and I worked 60, 70, sometimes even 100 hours a week with no real gains. It took a peak one day when I collapsed out of sheer exhaustion. My body couldn't handle the stress I was putting it through, and it decided to shut down. It was at that point, when I was lying on the floor, helpless, unable to move, when I realized something has to change. Trust me, the change didn't come overnight. It took me years of studying and trial and error before I discovered a better way of making money. But when I did, my life changed dramatically. I made $250,000 in passive income during the first year of COVID season. When other businesses were shutting down and laying off workers, I was buying new equipment for a business, paying off debts, and supporting my friends who fell into hard times. We're a family of 7, and we managed to buy a new car, travel the country, and we basically took 2 months off to enjoy the summer. And the best part was, I didn't have to go to work, ask for holiday leave, or worry about where will our next paycheck come from. It was all coming in from passive income. Now let's get into it. How to build a passive income stream even if you've never done it before. Now the way everybody is doing it is they're working too hard, either at their job or in their business. People are trading their time for dollars. They're hoping to out-earn their bills. They're catching on to trends way too late. And people also think the world will not change. Guys, time is a non-renewable resource. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. The world is changing rapidly, and we have to adapt. But there is a better way of making money. Well, first and foremost, you should do what you love, not what other people expect of you. You have to follow your passion. You have to stop working so hard. The goal is to do something once and sell it many times. You want to build streams of passive income. And you have to leverage the knowledge revolution, because the world we live in is rapidly changing and the rules of previous century no longer apply today. Let's look at these income shifts in more detail. Number one, do what you love doing, not what other people expect you to do. Unless you are paying for the advice, don't let anyone tell you what you should or should not be doing. I know your family loves you and they mean well when they tell you what you should do with your life, but the problem is that in 95% of cases, the advice people get from their friends and family, it's not a good one. Sure, they want you to be safe, but unfortunately, playing it safe means you will never reach your true potential. If you really want to achieve something great for yourself, sometimes you just have to take the leap of faith. There are far too many people in this world that are stuck at the job they hate, feeling miserable. They're working hard but barely making ends meet. They're trading their time for money, and they have little time for their family or hobbies. And in the end, they end up feeling exhausted, burned out, unhappy, unfulfilled, and miserable. And it's not right that we work so hard and still can't afford to buy the things we want. So, what is the better way? Is there one? Of course, there is. You make a living by doing what you love to do. When you do that, when you do what you already love doing, work doesn't seem like work anymore. If you make a living by doing what you love, you never have to work another day in your life because it's fun. You're also way more productive that way. And you're the expert because you're building on what you already know. You can impact other people's lives by doing what you're already good at. Guys, we spend most of our life at work, so we should be doing stuff that fulfills us. For me, it's such a rewarding feeling when I'm working with entrepreneurs and I help them build their businesses, and seeing them get the results they want, it's amazing. And I even do it for free. I offer these what's called rainmaking strategy sessions, which is a consultation with me personally. It's worth $750, but I give them away for free as a way to giving back to community. And we sit down, we look at each individual business, and I can help people make major shifts in their businesses on these consultations. We plan the next steps, we plan the strategy, how to grow revenue, how to get more customers. We plan it out, and all I need to do is execute. And I'm not even selling anything on these sessions. It's fun, and it's what I do best. And you should have fun making money as well. You should be doing what you love to be doing. Also, remember, you don't have to be a business guru to do what you love. You can do that with almost anything. If you have a hobby or are passionate about something, you can monetize it in one way or another. For example, my lovely partner is incredibly talented when it comes to baking. She can bake gorgeous sweets and cakes. She can mix the taste so delicately, it's amazing. And for years, she always had a regular job and she did her baking as a side hustle. But recently, we decided to turn her passion into a standalone revenue stream. So she created a cookbook with her recipes and she's selling the cookbook online. We also recorded how she bakes various cakes and turned those into online courses. And people are loving those. Every day she gets new comments on her post and new likes to her page, even with no promotion. And all she does is doing something that she's really good at. The only difference is that we found a way to package it and sell it online. And you can do this with almost any hobby or passion, by the way. So shift number 2, stop working so hard. Leverage your energy. Guys, if you walk away with only one thing from this training, I want you to remember this one. Leverage your energy. You want to do something once and sell it many times. The problem with most people is that they trade their time for dollars. They either sit at their 9 to 5 job, counting hours till the end of the day, or they work in their business doing client work. They think they're free, but again, they trade their time for money because in 95% of cases, the business wouldn't run without them. In this model, there is a limit how much you can earn. They work overtime to earn more, but they cannot scale because there is only a limited number of hours in a day. So they can't clone themselves either. And if you work overtime, it means that you're tired, you don't see your kids, not as enough as you would like to, you have sleeping disorders, health issues, and in the end, people end up feeling exhausted, frustrated, tired, and hating their job. We don't want that. It's not a good way to live by any means. So what you really want is to do something once and sell it many times. Remember this one, it's important. You only invest your time and energy into creating something once, sell it many times. And I say time and energy because it's the force that drives us forward. Everyone focuses on time management, but if you're tired and you don't have the energy to do anything, you will just waste the time anyway. With this model, you get paid exponentially more for your time. There is no limit on how much you can make. You choose when, where, and how you want to work. And you have way more free time for yourself, your hobbies, for your friends, and for your loved ones. This is the thing. Once you realize that this is the model to strive for, you will be able to live the life of your dreams. Seriously, the moment you start leveraging your time and resources, it has this compounding effect on your income and on the quality of your life. If you create a digital product this month, you can keep selling it every day of the year for the next 10 years, easily. Here is an example how other people achieve their financial freedom by using this principle. Frank Kern still keeps selling his mass control branding course he created in 2008 today. Frank has really mastered the art of direct response marketing. He's worth about $35 million today, and he's definitely someone to learn from. Eben Pagan is another highly successful online entrepreneur who built multiple businesses and helped hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs grow and scale their businesses. Eben held a special week-long business conference. It was called Altitude. And he charged people $10,000 for a ticket to attend the conference. And he had business owners from all over the world fly in for the week to attend. Now that was in 2007. But if you go to his website, you can still buy a recording of that conference for $2,000 today. How is that for leveraging your time, resources, and most importantly, your energy? Shift number 3. Say goodbye to your 9 to 5 job. The traditional model of working 9 to 5 is no longer valid or useful. The way of working 9 to 5 we're so used to comes from the Industrial Revolution and is suited best for long, monotonous manual tasks. It's by no means good for us, nor it's even possible to maintain focus and energy for such a long period when you work in the office. Having a job doesn't mean stability or security anymore. Decades ago, having a job usually meant you had a stable job, secure income, and unless you messed up really bad, you could usually hold on to your job, get the occasional raise, and provide for your family. It was common for people to hold on to one job for 10, 20, even 30 years. We're no longer living in safe times, folks. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, an average person will cycle through 12 jobs in their lifetime. On average, people now change jobs every 4 years. What this means is that your job is not as safe as you may think. The employers are picking up on this trend and realize they no longer need to provide job security to their employees. Outsourcing, gig economy, and high staff turnover has become the norm of today. And all of this is even before we factor in the onset of artificial intelligence, which is going to cause massive layoffs in the next 5 years. There is also a limit how much you can earn when you are employed. You can only ask for a raise so many times. There is a limit of what a job will pay you, and it cannot be raised. You may get a better paying job elsewhere, but there is still capped at certain level. The exponentially increasing computing power and the rise of digital technologies all around us is creating massive changes around the world. An average iPhone has 150 million times more computing power than what NASA had to put people on the moon. The computing power is becoming cheaper by each second, and that opened doors for an incredible number of applications, including artificial intelligence. AI, the artificial intelligence, will cause the job insecurity to rise for most people. And things will get much worse for the middle class as the wealth gap and devaluing currency increases. The successful people will be the ones who have figured out the new business model of the digital age. And the biggest freedom will have the people who run their own online businesses and create passive income because they are the captains of their own ships. That's what I want you to become. So build streams of passive income. Instead of relying on your day job, this is an alternative for you to consider. Passive income requires minimal maintenance. It's independent of your location. You put the work in at the beginning and then you get paid while you sleep. I cannot describe the feeling of satisfaction I get when I launched a new income stream and I get up in the morning, check my stats, and I realize I have already made enough money that even if I don't do anything that day, I've made more than enough to cover everything we need. And the more streams you have, the more security you have. Here is how it works. You build one stream which brings in a little bit of extra cash each month. And hey, there is a chance it will work so well you can quit your job and travel, never having to worry about a single thing. I've seen it happen many times over. But let's be realistic and say that it may not work that well. But if it goes just okay, you may get a few extra thousands of dollars coming in. But the markets can change and the sales can decline over time. It happens. That's why once you have set up your one income stream, you would want to move on to building another one, and then another one. And if you create a subscription model, it will be even better because subscription means predictable revenue. The more streams you have, the more protected you will be against unexpected events. Now, shift number 4. Take advantage of the knowledge revolution. We're in the middle of information age and what's called the knowledge revolution. With the ever-increasing connectivity, bandwidth, and internet speeds, the way how we get information has dramatically changed. Most of us used to go to school to study for a job, but the knowledge people are getting at colleges and universities are no longer applicable in this rapidly progressing real world. The schooling system is ancient and it doesn't adapt fast enough to changes in all of the professions. People leave schools only to find out they're lacking the skills required for a job. And you have people who graduated university doing jobs way below their education. They're assistants, drivers, they got junior roles if they are lucky. And once they get a job, the employer has to teach them the skills from scratch anyway. They end up with student debt of something that's basically useless once they get a job. Because in most jobs, people learn from experience. The good news is, people now realize there is a better way to acquire knowledge: information products. They're on demand, specific, easy to access. Anyone who knows something about something can publish an online course. You can package your knowledge about a topic or a hobby you're passionate about into a digital product. It's going to be good because you're working on something that you are already passionate about. It doesn't have to be too complex or complicated. What's important is the information inside. Not the packaging, not how it looks, but what you can help people with. See, regular people like you and me can create a digital product quite inexpensively and sell it to anyone in the world with minimal cost. We have all the tools available at our fingertips. We don't have to invest in expensive software or infrastructure. 15 years ago, if you wanted to edit a photo or lay out a book, not to mention edit a video, you needed expensive software. Now you do it online with Canva. When I was setting up e-commerce websites for brick and mortar stores in 2008, it took 3 months and thousands of dollars to be able to accept credit card payments. You needed a bank module, website connector, a payment gateway, and a ton of paperwork filled out. Today, you just sign up for Stripe or PayPal, and they do everything for you, and you can start straight away. See, there are almost 8 billion people on this planet, and people who will gladly pay someone for an information how to do something, rather than having to go through the painful process of figuring it out themselves. Out of these 8 billion people, someone out there is looking for what you have to offer. Now, the global e-learning industry grew by 900% since 2000, and is projected to grow even more to $370 billion by 2026. These are not universities taking the biggest share of the market. It's ordinary people like you and me who are actually making this money. But here is the catch. The vast majority of people will completely miss out on this. They will just sit on the sidelines and watch the world go by. Do not let this happen to you. So how to create passive income? Let me show you how to easily tie together everything we discussed so far. Well, step number 1 is to find a way to solve someone else's problem. Package your solution into a digital product. And whether it's templates, checklists, online courses, ebooks, audio recordings, to modality or delivery vehicle, that's up to you. The goal is to create something once and sell it many times. Step number 2, build a sales funnel, which is the mechanism, the path, how you're going to get your potential customers to become buyers. You have to capture their attention, tell them about your solution, and get them to buy it from you. This is what sales funnel is. Once they sign up, once they pay for your product, you have to deliver whatever you're selling to them. So this is the delivery mechanism. And it could be as easy as just you sending them an email with a download link. There are different platforms that you can use to deliver your solution, but the easiest thing is to just send them an email. Step number 3 is to drive people to your sales funnel, usually by using Facebook ads or Google ads. Whether it's Facebook or Google or YouTube advertising, it depends on your product and your audience. But you can set up and optimize your ads to drive people to your funnel, and once you optimize it, it can run mostly on autopilot. If you did a good job, the ads pay for themselves and you are left with a profit. Now I know this sounds a little bit confusing. So this is a high altitude view of what a simple sales funnel looks like. You capture people's attention with a Facebook advert. You send them to your order page describing your solution. You ask them to buy it from you. They pay you with a credit card and you send them a welcome email with a download link. This is all you need. There are tools online that you can use to easily set this up without needing to know any of the complicated technical stuff. It's really as easy as doing drag and drop stuff. If you want to make more money, you build a more complex funnel. For example, like this one. It looks complicated, but it's really not. It's just more pages stringed together. And I described how it works in my online business launchpad course and in the passive income workshop that I ran some time ago. Basically, what you're doing here is to saying people, hey, you bought my cool thing number 1. Would you also be interested in my cool thing number 2? And if they say yes, well, you have made some extra money. So today we talked about how to enjoy your life and never feel stuck at work ever again. We have done that by doing something you love doing, not what other people tell you to do. We talked about how to have more free time for yourself and your family. The secret is to do something once, then sell it many times over. How to easily build passive income by doing what you love. I showed you how you can package your knowledge into a digital product and set up a simple sales funnel to sell it to the entire world. And how to leverage current trends in your favor. So we talked about the digital and knowledge revolution and how people now buy information courses online instead of going to schools and universities. When you implement what we have discussed, you can easily build multiple income streams of passive income and live the life you've always wanted. So my goal was to give you a new way of making money without stress or overwhelm. We have accomplished that. But obviously there is more. If you are really serious about creating the life of your dreams, I can help. I ran a 2-day passive income intensive workshop where we took a deep dive into all of the steps necessary to building a passive income. The event was a massive success. In fact, it was such a big success that I've decided to release a recording at 90% discount. I cover all the necessary steps, and if you follow me, you can have your own income stream within the next 30 to 60 days. What's even better, as part of this insanely good deal, I actually help you and guide you myself to help you succeed. So if you want to change your life for the better, click the button to get your copy. In the Passive Income Workshop, I'm going to cover how to win beforehand, how to make sure that you're spending money on stuff that is actually going to work. I'm going to show you what the recession-proof industries are, and you'll get ideas what you can sell yourself. I will show you how to create irresistible offers that people just want to buy. And I'll also give you free tools and resources to catapult your progress. I will show you how to build highly converting sales funnel with zero computer skills. You can watch me on the screen as I'm building these funnels. I will tell you the advertising secrets, what to do and what not to do. We'll talk about what people want. And you are going to learn the secrets to successful ad campaigns. I will tell you what Facebook is not going to tell you. We will look at anatomy of the perfect ad to make sure that you drive as many people to your landing page as possible. We're going to look at how to automate everything so this thing can really run on autopilot. And how to increase conversions so when you get people to your landing page, you actually maximize your profits. We use the same formula to go from $0 to $250,000 a year in passive income in 2020. So this passive income workshop that I'm giving you has everything you need to know to start your own passive income. It's got best tools and resources to help you win faster. I'll give you the online business blueprint. You'll get the social media frameworks to avoid costly mistakes in advertising and in organic copy. And you also get my 60-day expert advice. So you can access private Q&A sessions for the next 60 days to make sure you actually win this time. Plus, I'm actually giving you a personal one-on-one strategy session with me and my team. It's designed to help you finally achieve the life you deserve to have. You will speak with me personally, or in case we're in wildly different time zones, you will speak with my senior advisor team. In either case, we'll take an excellent care of you and help you plan the next steps to make sure you're on the best way to success. Now, courses like this cost up to $2,000 easily. But I'm not going to charge you that. Not even $1,000. Not even $500, which is a steal already. Not even $300. The Passive Income Workshop with complete video training and all the bonuses and my personal guidance, it's all up to $5,787 worth of value. It's today only $97. We even have a 4 payments of $25. It's instant access and it comes with lifetime money-back guarantee. Obviously, because I do the strategy sessions personally, I can only do a limited number of those. So secure your spot now before someone else takes it. Because once the spots starts filling in, I will have to raise the price to keep up with the demand. So click the button below and get your access to the Passive Income Workshop training today. It has all the information you need to launch your passive income stream in the next 30 to 90 days. And if you break it down over a 3-month period, it's less than $1 a day to access this life-changing material. And if you don't have a spare dollar a day, boy, you have a much bigger problem. And hey, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, the worst case, you try it out, it doesn't work for you, you get your money back, you have risked nothing. But you have learned a pretty good deal of information how to actually build a business online, but you have risked nothing. The best case, you build a passive income stream that will help you achieve true independence and finally live the life you have always dreamt of. So click the button below to start building your own passive income today. I will be on the other side waiting for you to help you free up your time and enjoy the life as it was meant to be lived. So click the button, I will talk to you soon.